Hey guys, what's going on? It's your favorite heating appliance, Microwave. And for today's video, we got our first look at the new operator, Jackal, coming from the upcoming DLC, Velvet Shell. I'm gonna let this quick snippet play, and then I'll be back to talk about him and how he may affect the ever-changing meta.
Siempre dejan algo atrás.
So, right off the bat, we can clearly see he has some sort of F-35 helmet looking thing that shows glowing footsteps. We can also see him activating it. So I expect him to be almost like Caveira in the sense that it lasts a certain amount of time and then starts to recharge. His weapons will include the C7E, which appears to be a variation of the Canadian Colt C7 rifle, along with the PDW9 as his primaries. His side weapons will include the USP-40 and the ITA-12S. I'm not really sure what the 12S is, but that's exactly what they have listed on the reveal text. My bro Judge Phantom believes it may be a revolver due to how one company labels their weapons, but nothing has been confirmed yet. Judge also broke down the C7E and revealed that it may be an imported model used by the Spanish military. If you're a gun nut just like Judge Phantom, then be sure to drop a follow on his Twitch channel. He likes to talk about these things, and I put a description down below for you. I'd also like to point out that they added a bio and a backstory to the operator, trying to give some sort of history with them, which I think is absolutely amazing, seeing how we barely know anything about the current operators. I mean, it doesn't affect gameplay and it might just be me, but I enjoy knowing some history about the operators. I read the whole book and everything, and I like to know the stories behind it. We do have the Article 5 and this mystery gas, thing that Smoke has, but we really don't know much about what's going on in the world. We just know that we're training for some event and that's it. Now, I won't spend 10 minutes reading it, trying to get extra watch time for more revenue. So if you're interested, then be sure to check out the official link down below if you want to know more. Now, going back to his gadget, I would assume that it'll be activated for like 10 seconds, maybe with like a 7 or 8 second recharge timer. Now, obviously, Jackal has been labeled the anti-roamer by the community, and it's been long awaited. I think like last year, everybody was they wanted it so bad, give us something, give us something. Then they gave us Claymores, and that's pretty good, but they wanted a dedicated operator. I'm not speaking for everybody, I just noticed a few posts about it, so now they actually have one. So with Jackal and his F-35 helmet, he'll be able to track down those pesky Jager ash mains that keep running amok around the map. I would assume that he'll be a 3-speed, 1-armor operator, so that way he can kind of keep pace with all the other roamers. Now, one thing the video doesn't show is how long the footsteps remain and whether or not they fade. I don't actually see the devs making footsteps permanent, because the whole floor would look like somebody coated it with like fluorescent paint the whole time, like you're at one of those little techno shows.
Fucking laser sights.
So the footsteps, I would guess, would probably be like anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds, or maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds before they fade away. The glowing footsteps will most likely act like debris in this game, meaning that they'll probably be like client-sided. So what you see may not exactly be where the enemy went. I mean, like you'll probably see them, they went down this hallway, they went through this door, they went up these stairs. It won't be exact information like he turned around here and each footstep is exactly where his foot went. We also don't know if these footprints will show up on things such as like beds or counters or shelves. Bullet holes as of now don't even show up on beds or couches. So if Jager runs toward, let's say, Armory on Border, for example, there's a desk right next to the small office area where there's a hatch. So say he jumps through that little window that's there for no reason and then climbs on top of the desk, then drops down the hatch to get away, but yet all you see are his footprints ending at the window because he climbed on everything else. That could actually be a foreseeable problem. We may actually start to see Jaegers picking up the deployable shield to put on top of counters so that way they can, hide their footsteps even more. I don't know. But at first glance, most people would assume that Jackal's main job is to hunt down the 1 or 2 roamers the defending team has. Like it's your responsibility to take them out. You can't do nothing. You're not allowed to hang out with the team. And I bet some people actually say that, which is likely to be the initial phase of the meta when he's first released. But with time, the meta changes, and I believe he'll be used in a way to see where a defender has been. So that way you or your team can get a drone or a claymore down in case the roamer wants to run back. I believe Jackal's main purpose is to make an enemy think twice about coming the same path in which he initially came from. Because let's face it guys, we all normally feel safe sprinting down the same exact hallway that we've already cleared. But if there's a Jackal on the other team, then chances are you're going to take it real slow. If Jackal picks up your footsteps and knows your path, then the attacking team will have something there to slow you down or see you. It's pretty obvious he'll be used for some time while everybody tries to figure him out and and where he fits into the game. I see Jackal as an operator that gives a little more knowledge, but nothing a drone can't do. Normally in the higher ranks, drones are used to find the roamers and tell the team where they are. Then one of two things will generally happen. They'll either position the drone there to watch their flank, and if there's a dead player they can give callouts, or you'll send two people to go kill them because you can't effectively push because of that one roamer. Now why would you need a Jackal when a drone can almost do the exact same thing? Sure, it's a bit different, but the end game is still the same. Search and destroy or search and inform. Besides, drones are way more quieter. You'll have a harder time hearing the drone than you would hear somebody running towards you. And I don't mean to already say he won't be crazy effective, but I just don't see how he will fit in the Pro League or the higher ranks. I'd actually prefer a Twitch drone to hunt down the roamers as opposed to Jackal. I mean, sure, he can outright kill them because he has a gun and the Twitch drone doesn't, but if you wander away from the team to go hunt one or two people down and die, now you're down a dude, whereas you could have droned him out earlier just to watch your flank. Now, of course, casual, ranked, and pro players all have their different way of doing things, and I see Jackal being a great pub smasher, but for diamond and pro players, I just don't see him being a staple. Much like Caveira at the beginning, I see him being an added bonus operator. It's great when his gadget and special abilities work, but it's all situational. So the Pro League meta will most likely remain the same, but then again, things always change, and he may find a unique role on the 5-man attacking team. I'm just not sure whose spot would be taken if you pick Jackal up. Now I know you're gonna say, oh, but Microwave, how you know he no be effective if you no play him yet? God, you're retarded. And while this may be true, this is all speculation going off from what I can see from his gadget as well as the current meta. Maybe his weapons will be crazy good like the FAMAS, I mean, who knows? But one thing's for sure, I'll be doing a whole video on him after release. But this is all early breakdowns, so take this stuff with a grain of salt. Either way, I can see Jackal being a very fun operator to play, and foresee a lot of bait the Jackal videos and the hunter becomes the hunted content in the future. But who knows, maybe he has more things to show us. We only got like a 10-second sneak peek. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and are super excited about getting more info on our new DLC, Velvet Shell. Rest assured, I'll be here breaking down the new content and offering up my opinions on them. I'd like to read your comments on how Jackal will affect the meta and if he'll be used on the pro scene. I mean, what do you guys think? Either way, I'll see you guys next time.
Siempre dejan algo atrás.